my name is Xavier Giorgio, 1278076. In this part of my evaluation, I would be discussing film techniques, film transitions, and shots that I have decided to use. In my film, I have decided to use close-up, wide angles, and mid-shots. The reason why I have to choose these styled of ones. In the house when I was doing the interview scenes, the reason why I went for close-ups is because it's to show the emotion and to get the audience to concentrate on just the characters that are in the film. When we were walking around, when we were filming bits of the dogs, I decided to go for close-ups. Where's the clip? I decided to go for close-ups just to show the emotion because of small characters. It's easier to get close-ups of them. When we were getting in the car, decided to use a wide shot just because they're walking and I wanted to show the whole perspective that they were out and about and where the location was. I used transitions, so I used a fade out into text, a day in the life to stop part. And the reason why I decided to go for these shots and transitions, the shots is so I can target my nana. She was the main focus of the whole project. So when you're watching it, you'll always see her in it because it's targeted at her. She's the main focus. When we're moving around and that, we always try to make sure she was. With Nana being old, she's a little bit slower than the camera operator, so it was hard for him to get the right focus distance with her so they could have the bokeh behind with the depth of field. So we decided to slow everything down, so we went with slightly wider shots so we could always track my Nana and whoever other characters she was with in the frame at the same time. In the house, it was filmed on a tripod, and when we were out and about, it was filmed on a gimbal. A gimbal is a motorized 3-axis system that allows you to get stabilized shots while walking around instead of handheld where you get the jutter. That's the main reason I've chosen them. Some of the difficulties we had is the gimbal didn't like us on the day of filming and had a few problems, so that set our schedule back a few hours. How we managed to get through that is by taking the microphone off and filming external audio. Basically we had a wire going to the microphone so people could talk directly into that, but it was still going into the camera as another source. It was too hard to edit with the external audio, so I decided to do a different technique with a cable and to the microphone so we could have the microphone closer to them. It just made everything easier to edit, so I didn't have to do all the audio syncing. When in editing, there was that much footage, I had to scale through it, and the techniques that I've gone for is a very cut and paste technique for a documentary. Not too many transitions. If there's dead bright lights, we've put a transition in so when it goes to dark, it doesn't affect your eyes too much. I've also done a lot of white balance so the footage looks all the same, like it's filmed on the same day. How you do your white balance is when you go into your effects. Give me a second. When you go into your effects and on your audio, when you go on your colours, this is your white balance. So if you moved it more to the yellow, it made the place more orange. If you moved it more to blue, it made it more orange. But that's with your highlights, but you could also make it the wall more grayer to get rid of the purple. So that's the before and after. The reason why I decided to go for this colour white balance is because everything fits the same. When you're outside you can tell when it's sunny, and when you're inside you can tell. Also with using LEDs, video lighting in the house, they weren't the exact same colour that I wanted for outside. They were very yellow, so I had to colour them to make them the same colour as the footage outside, so they looked like they were being filmed on the same day. So they're the problems that I've had to solve on this. What I feel I have learnt from these challenges I've gone through is that white balance is a key feature to all films, so you can get this certain look, so footage fits together, whatever scenario you're in, whether you're in one room or another, because the lighting can always be slightly different. The problems with the gimbal, I will always make sure if I have spare money, I will invest in another gimbal to use so I don't have the audio problems. And I will invest in some more video lighting so I get the perfect colour the first time, so I don't have many issues to correct with the white balance. Also, I would try and get access to another camera operator, because I have to do some of the own filming myself, as well as my friend that was involved in the project. As with my main cameraman letting us down, I had to be in less of the actual film. The problems that I have had this time, I don't think I will be faced the same time, and I reckon I could master every problem that I have against me for all video other projects.